Welcome to another episode of Fred Speaks, where the hope is to inspire and motivate through spiritual content, topics, and conversation. I pray this podcast finds you in the best of health and spirits. Welcome, friends. Wow, 2022 has come and gone. There were so many things that happened. We laughed, we cried, we experienced life as well as death. It seemed like the days and months of 2022 moved like lightning, flashing across the sky. The year brought some highs, but a whole lot of lows. We noticed the world got better at everything we know we shouldn't do. We also noticed at the same time that we got worse at not doing the things we should. The topic for this episode of Fred Speaks is ready, set, go. I don't know if you remember, but in a race, the race official would say, "On your mark, get set, go." And this was used during a race to inform the runners that the race was about to begin and they needed to be in a position to start and finish the race. The race official did not delay the race if one of the runners did not position themselves to start. The race would go on whether the runner was ready or not. 2022 did not wait on us. If you were to look back and reflect, you will have to say you didn't accomplish the things you set out to do. For some reason, we feel that time will wait on us, but not true. Time waits for no one. We have 24 hours a day, but still find it difficult to complete one task. Why is that? If you're like me, we tend to get caught up with saying, "I got time," when in reality, it's moving so fast. Therefore, we have to move in time. What does that mean? We have to utilize our time well by doing something consistently, no matter how small, towards our goal. Otherwise, the time will get away from us. Do you remember the race between the rabbit and the turtle? The race seemed to be very boring and one-sided. However, one thing that stood out to me about the race is that no matter what you do or don't do, life continues to move on. You know the story. The turtle continued to move forward regardless of the pace, whereas the rabbit thought his pace and substantial lead afforded him time that he could waste. The rabbit chose to stop and rest at the most inopportune time. The turtle remained in a ready, set, go mindset, which led him to victory. In life, we must cease the opportunities that will move us forward. Wasting time or procrastinating will only put us further and further behind reaching our full potential. Every day, month, year is an opportunity to be ready or conditioned for immediate action or use, being set or prepared for the next moment, task, or issue that life will present, being ready to go or move or execute at any given time. Life is constantly moving, so we must be ready for the highs and the lows that it will bring. If you plan to stay focused on the course of life, hopefully you will find these things to be helpful. Enjoy the moments of accomplishments, joys, happiness, But realize that life is constantly moving, so there's no time to get comfortable. We must continue to stretch beyond our comfort zone. Value family, friends, and meaningful relationships. Because before you know it, 5, 10 years have passed and you have been disconnected from the people that matters most. Last but not least, make sure you have a spiritual relationship with God. This is the most important, as it is the core of your existence. Meditate, pray, and even fast to invite a deeper bond with God. This connection will allow you to mentally slow things down as life is constantly moving. We should always be in a position to move, to grow, to be productive, to be proactive. I will end with this story concerning the 300 men that God chose to fight in the battle. One of the last tests that narrowed it down to the 300 was they were led down by the water to drink. The men that lapped the water with their tongues in a position with their heads down were eliminated, whereas the men that kneeled to drink with their heads up and remain in a stance where they were ready to move and execute were chosen. Take each day as an opportunity to position yourself to enjoy life. Always remember to value family, friends, and meaningful relationships, as life will not allow you to make up the time. Having God is very important in helping us navigate this thing called life. Make sure you focus on cultivating that relationship through meditation and prayer. If you're hearing this message, you've listened to our new episode all the way to the end. And for that, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I would like to encourage you to share this podcast and give a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or whatever platform you use to listen to Fred Speaks. Thanks.